Shalom, Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakha, Kadash. Double honors to elders and apostles of GMS who teach and roll well, and salutations to all the Akim, all four corners, earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I'm going to get into this video here. We're just talking about a lady and her son. They got attacked the other day by the pack of little demons. You know, the lady was pregnant, and she was picking her son up from school. And her son got into an altercation in school, and these demons decided to jump on the son and the mother. While the mother was trying to protect the son, the kids just decided to just take it out on her too, as well. And it was all caught on tape and everything, because you know the day and age we're in right now, you know, everything's on tape. Everybody just pulls their phones out to record. You know, a motherfucker could be choking on damn near getting ready to die, and they just pull a phone out and record you, you know. Just showing you the hearts of these people and where we're at right now, man. These people's hearts are very cold, man. And now that you got these little demons that have nerve enough to punch an adult. Times have really, really changed. But at the end of the day, it shows the time that we're in, man. You know, the scriptures speak about these things, man. You know? But this is 2 Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often set out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrels women shall bring forth monsters. And that's exactly what these little demons were, with monsters on this tape, man. You know, when you see them punching on this woman, you know, a grown woman, you know, and all of that, she's pregnant. So the son, while she's getting punched on and jumped on, the son, while he's also getting whooped on, he just fights up and tries to protect his mom from getting meleeed on, you know. So these are monstrous kids that these women are birthing nowadays. You gotta think about it, man. These women are not caring right now that they're just having kids. You bumping a woman, 4-5 kids, you know what I'm saying? 20-some years old, baby daddy in jail. You know, it's a bunch of them. You could throw a rock, and you'll hit a woman in the ghetto or in the hood anywhere in America, because they ain't even in the ghetto no more. They're all over America now. You know. Just going through different stories in my mind. I remember this one story I was reading about. I want to say I did a video on it years ago. It was about a family down in Mobile, you know, and the father was a police officer, and he told the daughter to stay away from the boy, and he also told the boy to stay away from his daughter, because he wasn't worth shit. He was a troublemaker. He was all through their little beat down in Mobile on their police beats and shit, always getting in trouble. So what happened? The boy comes back and kills the father. You know, and the girl, she's remorseful for the boy more than her dad dying, you know. But that's just the times we're in, and letting you know, man, these people are sick and they don't care, man. You know, these are monstrous kids that they have out here, man. Demons, man. And once again, you know, these women, they'll lay up and have 6 and 7 kids with a killer, man. You know? And what do you think you're birthing? What do you think you're going to birth when you give these kids out? They're going to be more killers, man. So the cycle continues on, man. And when you think about some of these areas and blocks in Chicago, where you have generations of killers and generations of families that have been at war with each other or with other families, you know, it's just an ongoing cycle. This particular woman and her son, they moved them up out of the neighborhood. They got them a new apartment, got them cars and everything, and got her hospital bills and put some money in their pocket, you know. But yeah, it's just, you know, this is sick and ridiculous times we're in, man. But at the same time, you know, the Lord is building us up, man, because it's only gonna get uglier, man. It's only gonna get uglier out here, man. This is Proverbs 29 and 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bring his mother to shame. You know, think about these boys out here, man. These women are trying to raise boys nowadays, man, and turn them into men. And this is why you have more and more baby boys out here, man. You know? Society's all jacked up. I was listening to a comedian on internet earlier, and he said in order for us to get rid of these generational curses, we would have to start all over again. And that's basically what the scriptures, when you get into these Bible and the scriptures, that's what they do, man. You're reborn, man. You know? You left that old man alone, now you're a new man in this truth, man. And with that being said, these kids, you know, with the kingdom to come, you know, ain't gonna be none of this. Kids jumping on women and all that stuff, man. This is really out of order, man. It says, Proverbs 29 and 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increase. But when the righteous shall see their fall, correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul. There is no vision that the people perish. Slaki, let me bring that back. This is Proverbs 29 and 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. You see, so, these people have no vision, man. Their only vision is what they see on TV, what they hear on the radio, the NBA YoungBoy bullshit, You got a bunch of demonic music out here that's being pushed to the people, and they have no vision, man. They don't have an ear to the law or even trying to keep the law. The prophets are out there trying to give you, understanding and keep you grounded in the times we're in, because knowledge and stability is what's going to keep us headstrong around here, because people are going to be losing their minds, man, especially when they think about these dollars that's falling, man. They're canceling the penny. That's just more a telltale sign of how closer we are to the dollar failing, man. So yeah, these kids are out of control in America, man. And who's to blame? Who is to blame? Their fathers aren't around. They're being raised by mothers that are 13, 14 years old, watching TV all day long. Who's raising these kids? There's a video going on right now about these robbers in D.C. And Jake, they interviewed the one Jake, and he was looking buck, but he said the truth. He was like, where the mamas at? Where the mamas at? They ain't nowhere to be found. They on Instagram, they twerking. They on OnlyFans Club making content. They getting ready to go to strip clubs. That's where they at. While the kids are out here raising themselves, man. So yeah, there's no vision with our people, man. If they're still stuck in this worldly ways, there's no vision for them, man. The world has them, man. And this is why the world is able to do what they want to with them, man. Produce wicked kids, man. The world being the goofy entertainment they pay attention to, man. These rappers, these movie stars they pay attention to, man. More so the rappers, I should say, man. Because back in the day, that was my day. We wanted to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. We wanted to be like Stallone, be big, tough, be men. Nowadays, these dudes want to be rappers and weirdos and put on dress. Let me bring this out. This is I'm gonna go to the blue letter. I'm gonna read this in the NIV. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. But mark this: there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and unholy. Man, is that not saying everything when you see the video of these kids? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? They love that money. They're boastful into the gifts and things they have. These goofy shoes they wear, these goofy pants they wear, the goofy cars they buy. They're all about materialistic things, man. They're not looking for the Lord, man. This is why a lot of them are going to perish, man. 2/3 of our people are going to perish, man. And the Lord is just making our hearts, giving us the vision to see these things, but also, getting us ready for it, getting our hearts ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't be butthurt, because look, Junior and his family just got mowed down, man. Well, what the hell was Junior and them doing, man? They was being bad as hell. They were being evil, Let me continue. Slaki. This is 2 Timothy 3:3. Without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, man. And that's, once again, in a nutshell, man. Slanderous, without self-control, man. These kids have no self-control, man. The teachers in America are leaving those professions. They said it's not worth it now. They said it's not worth it anymore. They're getting cussed out. They tell the kids to put their phones away. They get beat up. Why would you want to be a teacher in today's society? Not only that, what are you teaching the kids, man? All your curriculum is on a computer now. You're not going on the chalkboard writing things down no more. You're not going on the ease board writing things down no more. That's over with. The kids don't even have books no more to take home no more, really. Last time I was teaching or helping some teaching doing teacher's aid stuff, they told the kids to leave the books at the school. I was wooed by that, man. Like, how are they going to learn? How are they going to retain anything? You can't retain anything off of a computer. A computer can help you, but you can't really retain like you can off of books, man. You need books you need to read, man. You got to have them words in front of you. It's totally different, man. They done case studies on this too, man. The difference between books and computers, learning on them too, man. It's a big difference, man. You know? So the kids are being dumbed down right now, man. And then you wonder why they're becoming monsters like this, man. And then the parents, they don't want to teach them at home. They don't know the ABCs at home. That's what you're supposed to be teaching the kids. When I was growing up, school was to teach you, but when you come home, you're being taught even more. I couldn't just go outside. I had to study for at least an hour before I even do anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. At least an hour to your book work. Nowadays, these kids, they don't have to worry about that. They don't have to worry about anything, man. They just go to the computer when they get to school, jump on their cell phones, their iPads, and that's life to them, man. You know? But yeah, I just had to put my little 2 cents, man, because I seen, this lady pregnant, and they said she got sickle cell and some other things, and she just got jumped on, and there was questions all across the board. And another question is that I was asking, like, she's pregnant with the kid, you know what I'm saying, and walking home. Where the hell was the father at? But once again, we're under them curses, and, that's just part of the curses, man, And we see those things. We see these things, man. With that being said, I'm just edifying. Shalom, Makia.